We the dolls you've been warned about. Step back when the queens roll out. Beans in the booth, I'm serving heat. Stir the scene with every tweet. Sharp wit, slick fit, I don't miss. Drama magnet, seal it with a kiss. We the low up, Tef dolls, vibe so raw. Speak our mind, drop jaws, break law. Beans and pop star, running the yard. No filters, no fear, just playing hard. Pop star here, strut like a star. Bark with grace, I raise the bar. Chains clink, glowless, smooth drive. I don't just trend, I thrive. Clicks and likes, yeah, we play the game. Digital divas, carving our name. No scripts, just flips. We reinvent every bar, every beat, heaven sent. We the lockout dolls, vibe so raw. Speak our mind, drop jaws, break law. Beans and pop star, running the yard. No filters, no fear, just playing hard. Lockout dolls, ruling the feed. Two names, one creed, we lead. Lockout dolls, best believe. When we drop, the net don't breathe.
Welcome, all you Barbies, brats, and bros. Welcome to Lolcow Dolls. Yesterday was eventful, to say the least. But today is a new day, and today we're going to have Batgirl on as a guest, especially after what I just learned 30 minutes ago. She shaved her head. We're going to talk about maybe how that makes her feel, if she was 100% into it, how is that going to change her mental perception of herself and her image, and maybe we can even get some opinions from Pupstar and Sweet Tea. So let's get into it. How you doing, Pupstar? I have to get Sweet Tea in here.
Okay, let's get her in here. I'm doing well. How are you? Good morning, Sweet Tea.
Hi, guys.
Good morning, Sweet Tea. Well, afternoon. I keep forgetting that we're like right on the cusp of like morning afternoon transition. But thank you so much, Tazzy, for becoming a cash cow.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
I decided to change our sound from the little sparkle because I accidentally deleted it off my computer. Oopsie. I changed it to the Ken Uwu because Batgirl is going to be our guest today. And I think that's very fitting to have something cafe oriented.
Yeah.
So, how are you feeling, Sweet Tea?
I'm feeling good today. I think all the planets are aligned or something. I woke up feeling happy. I feel pretty good now, too.
And that's good. It seems like you did something different with your makeup. I can't quite put my finger on it, but you
I
look
did put darker makeup on.
okay. Yeah, I think brown really fits you for some reason.
Yeah, I've always thought so, too. I got brown eyes, brown hair. Probably.
Probably.
Okay, I just Batgirl told her to hop into members waiting, so she should be here soon.
She should be here soon. Exactly. Let me turn you up just a little bit. You're a little bit quiet on my end. Other than that, oh, and my mic is peaking just a little bit. Other than that, somebody said W to Batgirl. It takes guts like Becky did to shave her head. That's true. Brown really fits her. Yup.
She'll
Pup
be
is a
here in
low,
few.
low, low, and you are loud, loud, loud.
That's Batgirl just messaged me. She'll be here in a few. She's getting ready. So if we want to switch to the docket, we had our questions for the day. We can move to something else to give her a buffer time to join in.
Exactly. So with our docket real quick, let's give this a little look-see. So we do have questions for Batgirl whenever she comes in. We do have some of what happened yesterday, which we do have to touch upon just a little bit. I know you don't want to, but just give a brief statement like yesterday was just not a good day, or just in general, like Queens is crazy. I don't know how you guys can put up with watching that shit. Or just general statement. We also have YouTube drama. We have the iFunny changes their profile picture to Keemstar for Gay Pride Month. And it apparently has 1.5 million views.
I seen that.
You did? Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
talked about it briefly on live. But if you guys can see here, iFunny put a picture of Keemstar and said, in honor of Pride Month, we wanted to show our dedication a little more to the LGBTQIA community. And then they did like a rainbow of hearts. Of hearts? Yeah, rainbow of hearts. I think so. Pirate Contra, thank you so much for being. I keep forgetting that the sparkle is like much more like you could do it while you're talking, but the ooh woo is just overpowering. But thank you so much, Pirate Contra, for being a Cash Cow member. God damn. You guys are off today. What is going on?
I'm yeah, I am more than actually no, I'm okay today. How are you?
I'm doing great. So Bean's audio is low for all. I'm literally not even joking with this shit.
Girl,
I'm gonna have to talk louder.
Yeah, you need to talk just a little bit louder because usually sometimes your mic, because sometimes it's a little bit farther from your mouth, it doesn't pick up. No one
Yeah.
can hear Pup. I got her at 200%, and so far, if you can hear Sweet Tea, you should be able to hear Pup.
Do you have updates on OBS? Have you updated it?
So far there hasn't been any update, and I usually don't update before a show because it messes with some things.
Yeah.
But just remember to also adjust the gain on your microphone. And then the other
The game's
thing,
fine. Mm-hmm.
no, Sweet Tea is too loud. Oh my goodness. So when it comes to what happened yesterday, let's touch upon that just to get it out of the way and we don't have to talk about it ever again. So, yesterday, I will give you the floor because it is your story. You're the doll that was involved.
Oh, I mean, I see we have clips in the docket. I am more than open to letting you run the clips. Ask me any questions you may see fit.
Okie dokie.
Did you know that Mike ran that show
No.
when you got on there? I didn't think so.
Okay. So real quick, it says Pupstar saying nobody in the LCU is famous. That's the first clip.
What?
Let me get this situated and make sure that you guys can hear it.
What? He didn't need it anymore.
Popstar said in the chat that this is a niche community and nobody in the LCU is famous except for Keemstar because he ran Drama Alert.
I when I was standing in line for a Switch 2 today, I took photos with 3 different people.
What? He didn't need it.
So what's your response to that? What Keemstar said? Oh, we can't hear you. For some reason, your box is not lighting up.
Where's the screenshot of me saying that verbatim?
I don't know. That's just what Keemstar said.
Okay.
I don't know if you that's why like we are referring to you. Like, did you text that in chat? Did you say that somewhere? Do you not remember?
No, I'm not saying I don't remember. I just, where's the screenshot of me saying that verbatim? Is there there's no screenshot of me saying that verbatim. So maybe that's not a misconstruction of my words. So let's get the screenshot of me saying that verbatim.
Okay.
I think Keemstar to lie about
Correct.
it.
I did say that.
Maybe did you think he's seen a different account that had like similar name or something?
I didn't say that.
Okay.
Well, there is another clip here that says Boogie responds to that. Let's see. What he says.
Can I comment? Can I comment on Pupstar real quick before we do the thing?
Go ahead.
Hey, Pupstar, imagine letting your tiny amount of attention you've gotten in this micro bubble go to your fucking previously empty head. No one gives a shit about you. Say whatever the fuck you want. Even the people in this community don't give a fuck. So enjoy that. Enjoy being.
Crown. Don't.
Can
do
I
that.
comment? Can I comment?
So, how do you feel about what Boogie said?
He didn't hold back.
Boogie has 4 million followers. Boogie averages 50K views on every video with his 4 million followers. Boogie is grasping at straws to hold on to his has-been relevancy. I did not say that I have clout. I did not say that I'm a hyper niche micro internet celebrity, because I am not. Or maybe I am. I do not care either way. I don't conduct myself and my character on the grounds of eClout. Because off this app, people know me by my name, which is not Pupstar. So my relevancy is based outside the LCU. This is not the only thing I have left. I'm here because I want to be here. Keemstar's hired me, and I enjoy being here. Boogie has no choice but to be here because there's nothing he can do outside of being a professional clown on the internet because he has no other skill. It doesn't undermine his talent. It does not undermine him as an individual. And I also want to say, Boogie, if you are so, you are so famous, why are you concerning yourself with the opinions of someone as low as me?
Jessica Pizzle super chatted
I just wanted to
$20.
state
I'm
that
sorry,
I do not
but
agree
no
with
one in the
anything.
LCU is
Or
famous.
co-sign them.
They aren't even on the
GG.
level of D-list celebrities. The only fame they have is on YouTube, and they haven't
And
branched
someone
out
in the
like
comments said
Mr.
that she
Beast.
deleted
Shut
the
up!
messages.
God damn! When I say shut up, it's shut up. You guys,
You were
Jeez.
muted.
What
I've
do
not
you mean?
deleted anything.
I didn't
So,
hear you.
Again, I've not deleted any messages. Go find them and bring them to me and put them on the docket, and I will give you a response.
Well, the only people that can put things in the docket is our docket team. But if anybody, hopefully Mayhem or Tazzy or somebody in the docket team is in the main chat right now. If you find anything of the sort, maybe you can ping them, or maybe you can ping me, and I'll try to pull those up.
Yes,
But
pull
there
them up.
was
Because I'm pull them up.
okay. Wait. Oh, shit. So it says here. Wait, let me zoom into this.
Yes. Beautiful.
It says here.
Again, I can read it. Again, the LCU is a hyper niche community that's irrelevant to anyone outside of it. People know Keem from Drama Alert. No one cares about you. Relax. Thank you. Who was I responding to? Go pull that. Because that you, thank you. So that was a response to a particular individual. So, is it no one? Or is it you, as in the person that I spoke to? And right below, she at Pupstar thinks she's a celebrity. I am not.
Someone's
and Boogie Finger. And neither
someone-
is anyone here. Yes. No one
Someone-
in that chat was a celebrity or is a celebrity. And even then, I don't care either way. Come correct when you speak to me, or don't speak to me at all.
All of you bitches.
Okay, that was Tina. And I forget how loud Tina can be. But this is what happened yesterday. And I think that we're going to bring in some people before we move on to the whole Batgirl thing. I feel really bad. Wait,
Okay.
is Batgirl in?
Yeah, Batgirl's in waiting. So, I mean,
Someone sent me like a screenshot of you saying, unless you're IShowSpeed, Kai Cenat, etc., type famous where your name spans to different sectors, you're irrelevant.
yes.
Did you say that?
Yes, I did.
Hopefully she's watching. So I am going to pull you up in just a moment, Batgirl. I just don't want it to get too crowded or overwhelming. Plus, I want to bring you in because you are one of the newest additions of the LCU that also face a little bit of controversy or a little bit of negative attention, but you managed to build up your reputation and show people what you can do. But we are going to watch this clip. Apparently, Pupstar keeps joining Queens. So this is the thing that got this whole ball rolling.
Tina, I don't know what she's talking about.
Oh, you could say it all you want, Mike. You could say it all you want. That bitch is fired. Guys,
I keep dragging her out myself. Why does she keep joining?
I don't know, guys. Who the fuck? Pupstar, get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! I know I did a good
isn't
job.
your show.
I don't
Go
need
away.
kudos from the peanut gallery.
Okay,
Goodbye. You can
someone
talk about
should-
it on your failure of a show chat.
Listen, wise her up that she's going to be like banned from the server. She keeps joining.
What
That's
do
the
you want to
rules
say
here.
so bad, Pupstar? Oh, no, she's gone. All right, listen. What Pupstar? What is
Okay,
it?
can we ban this? Can we ban her, please?
Bro, you're disconnect me, kid, and Becky wants to listen to what I have to say. Like, you're being weird.
So what do you want
This
to
is
say,
my
pop
show.
star?
I don't give a fuck if she wants to hear what you have to say. I've dragged you out 3, 4, 5 times. Fuck off.
All right, listen, guys. This is what we're.
All of you bitches.
Tina.
So what exactly happened there?
Does the video not show you?
The video shows that you were hopping in multiple times, but the question is what was happening? Like, if you got kicked out, what enticed you to jump back in?
And did you not know the rule ahead of time?
I didn't know who was disconnecting me. It seemed Becky wanted to listen to what I had to say. All day, Beans, you were in the VC. Brantley was in the VC. Everyone's like, hop on Queens, hop on Queens, hop on Queens. I went on Queens. I was reluctant to go on Queens. But either way, I was disconnected. They took my host role. I left the server. I came back. My host role was back. Now what?
I'm trying my best today. I'm Husa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Now what?
Now what?
Your dress
Now,
looks-
huh?
We need to do a fit check. We need to do a fit check later. Your dress looks very beautiful.
Thank you. But the thing is, you got disconnected once, you got disconnected twice, you got disconnected 3 times. It felt like they just didn't want you there, yet you kept coming back. What was the thing that was bringing you back? What enticed you to keep going? And then first off, let's actually hop back just a little step. The other thing is, whenever we tell you to jump in, we thought that you learned from your first lesson of don't just hop in whenever you want. You have to be in members waiting, wait for them to jump in or pull you in. And then it's like a very, I don't want to say that things are calculated in the LCU, but things are supposed to be more organized than that.
Things are very calculated in the LCU. They are.
So
Am I the first host to have joined a show just directly? Have you never done so?
That wasn't the problem. It was being kicked multiple times and coming back, especially on one of the bigger shows like that.
Okay, but you just said that I must join members waiting. Do you always join members waiting? Or have you ever hopped into a show?
what does that have to do with the question? If you want me to answer, yes, there's been multiple times where I just hopped in because of the
Am I the
relevancy.
first host?
Wait.
Okay.
No. We are going to do this correctly if you want to talk to me, because now you're pissing me off. So if the topic is about me, exactly, I can be upset. So if the topic is about me, then obviously I'm going to hop in as soon as possible before the topic goes away, because like we do live streaming, there is a delay. And most of the time, if I just hop in, it's usually in rewind when they're talking about me or talking about Grim. That happened very recently, actually. So I know what I'm talking about. But when it comes to other things like that, if you're just hopping in to hop in, if you're just hopping in to try to get some relevancy or anything like that, you have to be in members waiting. And the thing is that this actually happened very recently with you when it came to test. You hopped into test. There was a problem. Then you had a problem with Lord Rush because all he was trying to do is help you.
Lord, exactly. Thank you for bringing that up. Lord Rush is who dragged me into test. So for the previous situation, the problem was that I kept going into members waiting, and they wanted me to jump in directly. Now it's that I jumped in directly, and either way, I'm not contesting the fact that my host role was removed. I broke a rule. I faced the consequence. My host role was returned. Now what? Have I done it again since then? No. Am I the only host to have done this? No. So, what point or what horse would you like to beat going forward?
That you would have to talk about this, so surely you knew you were going to have to talk about it.
Am I not talking about it? What are we doing right now, sweet tea?
But you're like, there's nothing more we can say or do,
There's more you can say. There's more you can do. You can ask me questions. I'll give you a response.
Hey, Batgirl. Oh, shit.
Oh my God, sweet. Girl, I love the fact that you did this. I love you. Oh my God, so glad we had her. Girl, I love you, Batgirl. Batgirl, you're my favorite girl. Girl, okay, so why'd you shave your head? Wait, just tell me all of it. Why?
Well, I was thinking, what's something crazy that I can do for Cafe to get a second crown? And I was like, well, I could shave my head. That's a good start, right? Because Becky, she shaved her head and she wants to say all the time about, oh, I'm the only woman in the LCU that's done this for the universe and everything. So I was like, okay, fuck you, bitch. I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. I've been bald before, so, it doesn't affect me. I did it with no tears, so.
I love it.
Oh my God.
And then
I
you
have
went
hair
and painted the arrow.
all over my floor.
Can you donate it? Like, I mean, is there like a do you know
Maybe.
No,
is there like a limit to how the length that you can donate? Because
it's
like
a
I
whole
thought
bunch
that
of bull.
was
It's
I
a
tried
whole
to do
bunch
it
of
before.
it.
bullshit.
It really is. I tried to do it several different times in my life. And every time it was some kind of stipulation, or they don't really give it to the cancer patients. They sell it to the cancer patients. It's like it's shady.
Wow.
It's really shady.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't even know that. But I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could donate it. You know what I mean? I don't know if people want that hair.
You could pull a Belle. You could pull a Belle Delphine and like sell your hair instead of your bathwater.
Yeah, we mentioned that this morning. I don't
That's
know
a
if
good
that's
idea.
allowed though. I don't know if that's allowed.
It's not allowed on PayPal. That's for
King
sure.
Team, can we drop Cafe merch that includes like strands? You can like weave a strand of your hair into each doll that you sell. You have little Cafe plushies. Put your Batgirl's hair. If you cut it open, you can maybe get. If you cut it open, maybe you'll find Batgirl's hair, like an Easter egg.
Yeah. Oh my God, that would be insane. I don't know, maybe somebody wants my hair.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello? Is that
Yeah,
John?
why? Yeah, it is John. Why can't I super chat, bro? Every time I try to send a super chat in, it says an error has occurred.
I have no idea.
What's the deal with that?
I have no idea.
Do you think it's for?
Because I was trying to ask why the linebacker was smiling so goddamn wide and it won't let me fucking send it, and I don't understand why not.
Who's the linebacker?
Who do you think? The one with the wide fucking shoulders, sweet T. Get out of here.
On
There's
this
only one
show?
linebacker. Yeah, fucking pup star. Get out of here, bro. Look at those
Oh.
wide shoulders.
Oh my God.
You're bad boy.
Yeah, anyway, like, what's the deal? Why is the moderation so crazy on the channel to where, like, nobody can send a fucking donation in? It's insane.
Oh, shit.
I've been trying to super chat for the last 2 fucking shows, and every time I do, it goes, an error has occurred, an error has occurred. Because I'm guessing pup stars and her fucking feelings, I can't call her a fucking linebacker. Like, what the fuck's the issue, guys?
Is it that?
Would
But you can donate on everything else just fine?
Yeah, I have no problems. I mean, I really don't donate to a lot of shows, but this is like the only show I cannot donate on. And like, what is the issue?
Is there a way that you can get this fixed so this man can pay to hate on me? John,
Yes.
we'll work on getting that fixed for you. Thank you. Anyways, back to your hair. Well, what were you saying before you interrupted? Like,
I don't even
Harlan
remember.
McHugh super chatted
Bro,
$52
wait, real quick.
and
expecting
5
John to
cents.
come in
Morning,
here.
ladies. Since it's
We're gonna
morning
leave
here,
it.
how are your all those flowers look really
me
cool
down
with
at
those
you.
little cute things in them. Enjoying the show and hope everyone has a good day after the show. Keep it up.
Okay, that was pretty positive. That was pretty positive.
I can't hear the TTS.
I
I'm
can't
not
either,
sure
but
what said.
it says,
I'm
morning,
not-
ladies. Since it's morning here, how are y'all? You're all, these flowers look really good. Cool with these little cute things in them. Enjoying the show and hope everyone has a good day after the show. Keep it up.
Okay,
Love
From
you.
Cal.
Have a good day, too.
Did
I
we
gotta-
not have like a whole meeting sort of with Nightmare
We
where
did.
Okay.
Yeah, we did. It's not really I see my TTS like light up for my OBS in the box. So I usually read chat. If I'm not reading chat. I mean, we have the catch a bubble thing. As long as the audience hears the TTS, that's what matters most. So if that's sorted, then that's most priority. This can get fixed at another time. No need to derail the show.
A lot of the shows.
Once again, redirecting to Miss Batgirl. Girl, okay, because the arrow. Did you, because I didn't watch Cafe this morning because I was getting ready. Did you have the arrow on? Like, did you do this live or did you do this for us? Like, you did for us. I love you.
No, I did it live. I did it live because I
Okay, you
shaved
did-
my head live.
Okay.
So, and then
Yeah.
afterwards, I was like, you know what? I could totally do like the last Airbender look. So I grabbed the lipstick that I have in the corner. I was like, I have blue lipstick. I could just fucking do it on my head real quick.
Okay. So
At least
that's
you have
what
the
I
blue
wanna do.
lipstick.
this is why I wanted you on the show, because I wanted to talk about your makeup. Like your makeup, like you are so adventurous with your style, and I love that.
Thank
Because I'm
you.
the same way. Like especially when I could in high school, I had like the opportunity. I wasn't working. I could like go crazy. You know, I had piercings and everything. So like,
Yes.
where do you get most of your inspiration from?
A lot of my inspiration came from people like Prince and David Bowie and like Boy
I love it.
George, stuff like people like
What's your
that.
music taste?
So, huh?
What's your music taste? Segue. What? Okay,
My
what's your favorite genre of music? What do you listen to?
my favorite genre of music, I really love like do you know the band Tupperware Remix Party? I love like 80s synth, like funky
I
kind of like music that makes you want to dance.
I love 80s
Okay,
music.
you need to share your spot with me. No, but I do listen to I listen to like 80s horror movies. Like I like synth, I like dark wave. I love Witch
Yes.
House. I love Witch House.
Yes, me
I love that
too.
kind of stuff. Okay,
I like
do you know
Careless
Boy Harsher?
Whispers type 80s music.
Do you know Boy
Yes.
Harsher? You know Boy Harsher.
I've heard of them before. I know the
That's
name.
my favorite. My favorite. Okay, you know this. Okay, the topic is music. The topic is music, not music, fashion and like makeup. And I'm segueing into music, but we can have you on again another time. But that's amazing. So David Bowie and Prince and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that. I
Yeah,
can
and
tell.
like Robert Smith from like The Cure, like all of that. I
I love the
take like
Cure.
a lot of inspiration from a lot of different like alternative like subcultures, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't classify myself as strictly goth or emo or like grunge. Like I'm just alternative and I just
Mhm.
like to wear whatever I feel is comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I would say that I get most of my style inspo. I like I had a Harajuku face. I love like Nicki Minaj. I get started love by Nicki Minaj. Rico Nasty. Like when I was in like
Mhm.
my pneumonias, her as well. Also just the goth subculture scene. I
Yeah.
had like the emo hair girl. I will show you the photo another time. Like when you see, I will show you. I can't send you, but I wish I had like the full bangs, the monster. I have two
Yeah.
Monster Can AK-47s. I had like a Monster Can bazooka that I made that my mother threw away because she was like, "This is."
Oh
She said,
yeah,
"This is
I've
a
made like
horrible."
the monster guns before where you like super glue like hot glue them together.
Yes. Okay. I was hacking. I just duct taped my shit together, so like it would like shake a little bit when I would like rattle it. Yes.
Are you
Oh my
planning on
god.
like shaving it more after you get off the shows?
Yeah, I just had
Fixing
to
it
because
up a little bit?
I just did cafe before this for like 4 hours. So, and I
You're
just
a
hopped on
trooper.
here. So I need to go like tweak it and fix it up.
You're a
How long
trooper,
are you gonna be
man.
doing this 4-hour cafe? Is it until like is the thing is I'm confused. So because Keem wants a 24-hour network. Are we
Yeah.
looking for is he gonna like get you shows so that way everyone goes back to 2 hours? Or we gonna like stick to the 4 hours? You
I have
know?
no idea. It's always
Okay.
changing, so it could
Yeah.
This
change
is very
tomorrow
true.
for all I know. I don't know.
Yeah.
So just gotta do ride the highs and
Yeah, but
good
I
luck.
love it. I love doing the 4 hours. It gives us more time to go over stuff, it gives us more time with the fans. So I love it.
Mhm.
I can't
More
complain.
time to more they need to shave your head. I'm assuming you got the crown. I'm assuming you got the crown.
Yes, we
Okay.
did.
Hell
Okay. I was
yeah.
like, you wanted to make sure that you didn't do this. Like, I'm gonna shave my head for the crown and shave your head and then wait for the crown. Okay. Thank God.
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, can somebody send a TTS just so I can test something? The other thing is, Rot, thank you so much for becoming a Cash Cow member. Also, Life with Jamar, thank you for becoming a Cash Cow member. We also have Big Benny Steve with the 199. Pup is embarrassing AF. We have Mary who gifted 20 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Pew pew. We also have Callum that was read out. We have Stick Solid with the $2. Big W to Shit Nate O'Connor Batgirl Rules, and we also have Butt Smack ASMR for the membership of 1 month who said, "I'm glad Pup is back. You can't quit or get fired until I finish the doll of you. Please and thank you. Have a good show, ghouls and dolls." And then we also have Mr. Boom Boom Pow who sent 5 Locale Dolls gifted memberships. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Did she say ghouls? Like GH, like ghouls? Like, was that a Monster Eye reference? That's so cute. And also, Butts back, no, I'm not quitting. I'm not a quitter. No, it was never gonna happen. I'm in it for the long run. I'm gonna thug my shit out.
You seen how much shit that
King, if I piss you off, King and Braley, humblest apologies to you. Love y'all. Those are my bosses. But yeah, we're gonna have a good show today. We have Miss Batgirl on. Wait, we need our fit check. What's your fit? I feel like okay, you're okay. The arrow, I fucking love this arrow. The arrow is like the fit check in itself. So let's
Right?
segue to our fit checks for the day. Who wants to go first? Beans, I think you should go first.
I
Because I,
should
really
go
like this
first.
dress. I really want to see this dress.
So-
I really do want to see this dress.
So whenever I see Batgirl, I think alternative, and I sometimes think boho,
Yes.
just depending on like what she's wearing. So I have like
Yeah.
this kind of
Yeah.
like witchy moment sort of dress,
Ooh.
and
Love it.
I
That's-
forgot that it
ooh.
has a zipper on
You
the
look like
but it shows
Esmeralda.
yeah, it shows the tummy. Speaking of Esmeralda,
That's
I've
so
always
cute.
yeah, I always wanted to dress up like Esmeralda for Halloween. I just never got
too.
to it. I feel like my hair would be like
Ooh.
perfect for it. It just
Yes,
would
it
take a
would.
while.
Oh yeah, she had a bunch of different
see it.
designs.
I think if you blew out your hair instead of straighten it, because you have very nice curls. Like when your hair is like straightened, the way it lays also has that nice like poofy look. It's not like pinned straight. It's full. Cosplay episode. Can we do another? Wait, hold on. We have the dog and cat.
Yes.
We have the dog cat. Wait, hold on. Is Sweet Tea a bird or a mouse? Like, what did we decide? Tweety bird or no?
So when it comes to that, wait, we also have Underworld Zombie. Underworld Zombie for the 4 months. Pupstar, what is the fake VTuber vibe you got going on? Moo, give us the milk. That's weird. And we have Big Show that's a member for 2 months that said, y'all are doing a great job with the show. Keep up the good work, ladies. Thank you so much, Big Show.
My nails aren't on anymore. I can get like cuter hearts.
We also have Katrina Crochet, Hook, and Loops for the membership for 1 month. Thank you so much.
Pew pew. Pew
I'm like
pew.
switching off of the Ken, Uwu, and the Pew Pews. I love the Pew Pews so much.
The uwu? The
Mhm.
Nail.
Yeah, right?
Okay,
Oh my
so wait, outfit
God.
check. I will do an outfit. I'm not a VTuber, y'all. This is not AI voice. This is not AI video. If you know Future, you get the reference.
This is not
Okay, I just
AI.
have like a regular black shirt on, you know, my long sleeve. This is how I typically dress around campus. I have my little flowy pants. I love them to pieces because it looks like a skirt. And when I walk, they kind of give like a little, you know, a little sway. And then I have my yellow flower, very demure, very mindful, very cute. Little yeah, I was gonna go like I was thinking about doing like a really intricate makeup look for you because you're going to be on, but I didn't know what I really want to do. So that means that you just have to come back and we have to do a makeup themed episode where like we can like some weird
Butt
thing
Smack ASMR
real quick.
super chatted $10. Pup is correct. It was a Monster High reference. That's actually the type of custom doll I specialize in. I only recently started doing regular human dolls. So making you is part of my learning journey.
Okay, so if you go in,
I can hear it. I my OBS is working.
yes, you
I
can
heard it
hear
too.
it, but it's
I heard it too.
double. It's echoing off of your end.
Oh shit, my bad.
Oh,
Okay.
Oops.
I tried
I
to
mean,
do
I
it with
had
the
it-
speaker here, but for some reason it's not working right now.
Uh-oh.
Here,
my
here's-
outfit, by the way.
on,
I'm wearing
3.
like professor pants. Like professor.
Oh, I like the pants. I like the plaid.
These are my
Okay,
favorite
okay.
pants. I wear them all the time. I thought this shirt would match it. I like to go for the. I like
No, continue,
kinda
sorry.
like
Go ahead.
like professor type clothes from like the 40s.
Okay. I
think that's pretty stylish.
I really love your makeup look. I think like the nude lip, like that, it fits you very well. Browns and like nudes and beiges. Me personally, I love
Mhm.
blacks and like a tasteful color pop. Okay, let's take it to fashion. You know, Beans, you've been awfully quiet, ma'am. Where do you get your fashion inspo from?
Fashion inspo. I don't really have fashion inspo. I just go to for example, like TJ Maxx or Ross or, you know, other stores like that.
That's not what she means.
Can I have an explanation or like
Sorry.
so like I said,
Log in, everybody log in.
I don't have like inspo. I just go to a store and I see what I see, and if I like it, I buy it. That's basically it. But I don't like to have like a whole bunch of clothes. But either way, you guys have conversation.
I can learn from that. I could learn from that definitely because I have too many clothes, too many clothes. So like, would you say that? Okay, Batgirl,
Yeah.
fashion. Well, makeup is part of fashion. Okay, well, are you into couture, thousands, or like what era? You said like pink, not pink. Hello, Prince, like that era. But what are your thoughts on like Y2K, 2000s, and the revamp of it.
I fuck with that style. I mean, like, I grew up with that, like, being, like, the big thing, you know, because I was born in '99, so, like, when I was growing up, that was, like, you know, like, what was popular and everything, and I like it. I like when people go back, like, now and do that style, because I just think it's so cool. I love people just expressing themselves, like, however they want. I love that shit.
Here had a MySpace. Who here had a MySpace? And who here had Tumblr? Beans, I feel like you had Tumblr.
I had Tumblr.
I have Tumblr,
Tumblr.
had Tumblr. Y'all, I would die on the hill that if I was bro, if I was emo in high school during that actual emo era, I would have done numbers on MySpace.
I was.
I was so dedicated to it.
Dude, are you going to actually talk about like the subject of the show today, or are you just going to sit around and talk about makeup and being emo on Tumblr? Like, what's the deal?
That's the subject of the show today.
That's the subject of the show.
That's why Batgirl's our guest.
I had to go through all that hell and talk about my situation over and over and over again, but you get to slide out of this one.
Exactly. So how do you feel about that, Sweet Tea?
I'm not sliding out of anything, Sweet Tea.
What the fuck is going on? What did I come
I
into?
know, I'm
Beans?
so
Beans, are you okay, Beans? Because I feel so fucking uncomfortable right now. What the fuck is going on Dolls right now?
Okagaga
What
super
is
chatted
happening? Somebody
$19
please
and
explain to
99
me.
cents.
What the hell?
Don't let today's drama make you forget that 21 years ago today, Marvin John Heemeyer decided he had enough disputing with local officials and other businesses over zoning issues, which lead him to build the Killdozer.
That is a very interesting fact. Yeah, the Killdozer. Am I okay? No, not really. I'm not okay because I'm annoyed because people come into the LCU, they feel like they have all these This is the LCU. If something happens, we have to talk about it. And you can't get mad at me because I'm just doing my job. Sweet Tea here is a little bit annoyed because we had to talk about her drama. We had to rail her. We had to basically drag her through the coals. And when something happens, we have to talk about it. We have to talk about your drama and me trying to be a friend, me trying to be a good person and make sure that you can still do the show without you being pissed off at me. I said, okay, let's not talk about it too much, but let's just touch upon it. And then when I touch upon it with you, what you do is this cringe ass fucking AI voice where you're just like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing wrong. Look at the screenshot. It's cringe. It's cringe. You're not building your reputation. I have told you time and time again that if you want to be here in the LCU, maybe you should build your reputation a little bit better. But these ways that you're doing, the things that you do, you literally went into our own VC and you sat there and you told people, if you don't like me, just unmembership. If you don't like me, just don't watch the show. That is not how you become a streamer. That is not how you build an audience. Everything that you've been doing up to this point has been tearing down your reputation more and more, and you're not helping with what you're doing today.
Okay, so then what would you like me to do?
Not this. Not this. If I'm telling you, hey, we should talk about it, it's because I'm not trying to put you out there and strip you naked and have this humiliation thing. It's for you to be an empowered woman and say, okay, I fucked up. I didn't know that Mike ran the show. I didn't know all these rules of the LCU. Just ask for help, but don't have this grandstanding, high horse, badass bitch persona that seems fucking cringe. Nobody likes it.
Not a persona. I already said my piece. If you want me to scream, you want me to crash out and go crazy for content, it's just not happening today. I had my time yesterday. I had my moment. I went on rewind. I was ready to say what I had to say, why I was upset. I'm not upset. I've moved on. I never said we don't have to talk about it. I told you, ask me a question. I'll give you a response. I said that I didn't want the whole episode to turn into content for just this because we had Batgirl on, and Batgirl has just vocalized. She's uncomfortable as shit. So if you wanted this to be just about me, we could have told that. You could have let me know. We could have moved Batgirl to Friday, and we could have spent all 2 hours talking about Pop starring yesterday. But you didn't say anything. And I'm not blaming you. I'm not mad at you. And if it means you feel that I'm mad at you or this is personal directed at you, I apologize for that because I'm not upset. I don't hate you. You're my host. We work on the show together. I have no beef and I have no animosity towards you, nor do I blame you for the way anything has played out. Yes, I
You're
am
talking
biodriven,
differently than you
and
normally
yes, I
do.
make my own choices. Yes.
You're
because
talking
I'm
like a
being serious.
robot.
I'm being serious. This is how I am when it comes to serious matters. So I take the LCU seriously. I take controversy seriously. And this is how I choose to address it. I could, if there's another reaction that you want in particular from me, you can let me know what it is exactly that you are expecting or what you want, because it seems that there's a disconnect between how you expected me to come out and how I'm coming out. And that's what's causing a duress, whether it's between people watching, whether it's between you, someone else. That seems to be the problem right now.
It just comes off as fake whenever you do this thing where it's the AI monotone voice, and then all of a sudden Batgirl comes on and you're all of a sudden happy go lucky pup again. People just don't. Sorry, I literally bumped into my mic. People just don't like it. It comes off fake. It comes off cringe. And I know that you can do better. You say that you didn't want the whole episode to be about the whole situation. It wasn't going to be about the whole situation. It probably is now because of the chaos and because of the lack of respect that you're showing not only to me, but to the whole audience. If you are going to address something, address it correctly. Come in correct, because right now you're coming in sideways, and that pisses me the fuck off. You come in here and you... Correct is that you take accountability. Correct is that you come in here and you actually try to talk about it and not just sit here grandstanding and trying to act like you're better than everybody else.
I agree.
I said in the screenshots, I'm not famous. I never said I think I'm better than anyone else. This is how I am. Don't project that onto me. I already said I joined a show multiple times. My host role got taken. I left the server. I came back. It was given back. And I'm not contesting the fact that my host role was taken. I never said I'm above the rules. I faced the consequence, which was recommendation of my host role being removed. So when I say now what else? You want me to have a continuation of yesterday and scream into my mic and go crazy and rant on Boogie, rant on everybody? No.
That's your idea. That's your idea, because whenever you think of shit like that, you just want to crash out. Nobody's asking you to crash out. I played the clip. I said, "How do you feel about that?" You don't want to say anything, and then Boogie saying,
"Don't feel a certain way."
She wouldn't even admit that she made that post until you showed it to her. She wanted proof of the post.
Yes.
Like, why not just admit, yeah, I did say that. You don't have to go looking for the post.
Don't use the word admit, because I did not deny. I said, bring the screenshot up. Let's put it on the screen. Let me read my words out loud, because I'm not denying anything. Sweetie, you denied, okay? So don't project it onto me, because I'm handling the situation in a different way than you did. You even then, sweetie, your situation is dead. This is my controversy. This is my drama. So I'm addressing it how I see fit. I didn't say, if I did not want this to be talked about and I felt that I wanted to say nothing, I could have just not shown up. And that would have been worse in a different way, yes. But I still show up at noon. I was still on time. I'm still here. And I'm still putting out the content. And I'm still making a good show. If you don't like my tone, I don't really know what to tell you. There's just... You have to tell me what it is that you, Beans.
Okay, no. The thing is, it's not just the tone. That is the whole premise. It is not just the tone. It's the way that you act. It's the way that you are talking to people. Do you really think that the 680 people in here want to hear you just be monotone and not really put on a show? Like, that's the whole reason why we have our cameras on right now. That is the whole reason why I still wanted Batgirl to come on today, even though, and I'm sorry about this, Batgirl, because I'm pretty sure it's awkward as fuck, right? So
I don't know what I came into. Like, I don't know what you guys are talking about before this. Like, I don't know. Obviously, you guys have shit to like hash out and all of that. And I'm just like here, like,
I know, Miss Bam. I'm so sorry, Miss Bam, because I was really excited to have you come on. Wallahi, please come on a different day where the vibes are back to normal. But let's hash this out.
Real quick, we have Carl with the 2 saying, "Holy shit, Batgirl had her Britney Spears crash out." She did say that she had a Britney Spears crash out before, and now this is just part 2. Crazy Void with
Yeah.
the 2, blink 3 times if you need help, Beans. Midnight Rider with the 199. Did Keem fire his GF and put John as the manager? Absolutely not. We have Dixon. We have Dixon here. Oh, I lost it. Dixon Nass with the 5 that said, "Pup, whatever ruins 5 minutes last night, and Beans the rat with nice hair ruins 2 hours fair." Shut the fuck up. We have Maximus Houdini with the membership for 1 month. Beans, Batgirl, much love. Beans, you need anything, ask me. Question though, when did this become the Pup Star show? She acts like a child with a huger ego. I think he meant huge ego. Oh, and SST is non-tent. That is not very nice. We have Midnight Rider again with the 199. Keem says it all the time. If you don't like him, unsub. Lily Beans with the membership for 1 month. Thank you so much. Hunter 199. It's the smugness with Mayhem.
Unlover 3 super chatted $19.99. It's the personality whiplash pup pathological.
Yes, there is a I will concur. That's the thing. You do not know me as an individual. You know me as Pup Star. That's not a character. That's a part of my personality. I'm a multidimensional creature. I'm a multidimensional being. I don't just have one persona. No. I have personality, and personality is made up of a lot of things. So if you don't like this projection of a part of my personality, I don't know what to tell you.
Hunter with the 199. It's the smugness, Mayhem, Destruct. Did you know, as there is a docket we have covered? He is part of the docket team. I don't know what he's talking about. Black Belladonna with the membership for 3 months. Can you please move Batgirl to Friday and keep this topic for today? Also, Pup isn't using her mic. We have Sticks Solid with the 5.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake, it's ashamed I'm banned. I could have a lot of fun with this one. Lucky you, Pup bot. And then we have the one that was just read out right now.
Forgot that he was banned. All right. Do you guys want me to come back on Friday?
Just to save your sanity, including mine.
I mean, then we, Batgirl, you're welcome to say, girl. I mean, honestly, I would stay and grab some popcorn. I mean, I love looking at you in the corner because you're like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, your presence is grounding me here because I'm like, love you. But do what you see fit, Miss Van. Do what you see fit, Miss Van. I love you.
Well, I will be back on Friday. I'll be back on Friday. You guys work this out. You guys,
Thank you,
much love
Batgirl.
to you. I hope that you guys can work this out because I like all 3 of you together. So
Right. I love you, Batgirl. Thank
I'm
you for
gonna go
coming
touch
on.
this up. Look at
Yes,
this.
go touch it up. Yes, I was gonna
think
say that. I was
that-
gonna say that. I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to make a dig at you. I was gonna say that I didn't want to make a dig. Okay,
No,
ma'am,
but-
go touch it up. We'll see you tomorrow with the full, beautiful bald head, and maybe we can do our makeup thing tomorrow. I'll DM
Yes,
you.
yes.
And like, I'll think of you're our guest. Pick a theme. Like, I love the clown Joker. Like we did. Pick a theme. And
Okay,
I'll let you know if I
I'll
can
think
do
of
it.
one.
All right,
I'll
bye,
see
ma'am.
you
Have
guys.
have a great rest of your day. So cute.
Oh,
God.
am I here? Okay. You were talking about how you take this job so professionally, Pupstar. Why aren't you talking to your microphone? And why the fuck is there an echo on every donation? You can't get any fucking earbuds so you can listen to the donos. You got to play a speaker through a microphone and make it unbearable for everybody to watch you. Why you sit there and talk about I'm quirky, I'm multidimensional. Well, how many personalities you got? Well, you got 3 voices inside your head fucking talking to you. Well, you're non-verbal now. You don't got a personality to deal with that one.
Beans has the speaker.
That's on you. Every time I see it lighting up through your microphone. She had to mute you one time when a donation came in.
Okay, thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that. Let me
Okay. Well, what are you, a fucking robot?
let me quit my OBS.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
How are you guys?
We're getting through it.
The stream's a little behind. What happened to Pup? Did she leave or?
I think so. I think she said she had to fix her mic.
No, she said,
Mm.
"Let me quit my OBS." That has nothing to do with the Discord. So she just left.
She's acting crazy today.
So while I have you here, Mr. Boom Boom Pow, can you please talk about what happened yesterday? Oh, she's back.
Okay, there. I quit
hi.
my. I meant to quit. OBS and Discord are right next to each other on my dashboard, so I went right click to force quit. I meant to click OBS. I click quit Discord. So OBS is quit. Y'all can just read out the TTS, or I'll get the gist of what was said via response, and then after the show we can fix that.
So real quick, we have Carrie, a member for 1 month. Thank you so much. Love the hair, Batgirl Beans. You're doing great. Pup, get off your smug high horse. We have Bridges Live, Randy, Pupstar, Orton with those voices in her head. We have Calamity with the 199. Pup's ego will be her downfall.
It's true.
I just think that we just need to go over what the LCU is, go over what the rules are, and I think that that's the biggest disconnect. And then the other disconnect is just how things need to be done in order to run a stream. And that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure this can be resolved fairly quickly. But Mr. Boom Boom Pow, you came in. What is there anything you wanted to talk about, and did you want to talk about what happened yesterday in BC?
Well, no. So yesterday I joined the Dolls VC. That was when I think it was Pup and Cryo was his name you were arguing with, and I think everybody was talking about that was like a big misunderstanding that he was talking to somebody else. And then after everybody left, I was kind of talking to Pup a little bit in private, like, oh hey, well in the VC, about like this is what the LCU was kind of built on. This is how things are. This is what you can expect to get from like the audience and people watching. You know, people are gonna want to see you upset. People are gonna want to see you crash out. Like, look at Boogie, right? Like, most of the entertainment from live is Boogie flipping out and kind of going crazy. So, in the future, I would say probably maybe just think about things like that before like you go onto a show, or before you say anything, or before you even respond to like an allegation or anything.
Right.
That's really it. Enjoying the show so far. I did want to say one thing. Beans, do you have streamer mode on?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay, no, because I saw some people complaining that there were like Discord
Maximus
beeps
Houdini
coming through
super chatted
before, so I just wanted
$10.
to mention
Why
that
is
in case you didn't
ST
see that.
typing in chat about pup and
Tweezy, is it
accountability
you?
when
I
you're on the
streamer mode
darn
on,
show?
and I'm on
Real quick.
You wanted to be
Okay.
on a show, but you sit there and say nothing.
Okay, no, I just wanted to mention that. But hey, anyway, I'll get out of here and let you guys continue your show. But hey, have a great show, guys.
Thank you.
so
I
much,
appreciate
Mr.
you, and
Boom
also
Boom.
I appreciate the conversation that we had as well at the end of like our VC yesterday. It was very insightful, and I appreciate you.
No, of course. Anytime, I'm always around if anyone needs help or anything. So yeah, I'm out. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Here's a read.
So Maximus Houdini did say, "Why is Sweet Tea typing in chat about pup and accountability when you're on your own darn show? You wanted to be on a
I
show,
know.
but you sit here and say nothing." So I think the biggest contention is you two. Pup is mad that we had to call her out on her controversy.
No.
I can't even speak today.
No, I'm not mad. I'm
Not
not
Pup.
upset.
I meant Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea got
okay,
mad
my bad.
that we had to do a whole episode about her controversy, and then
Even just that, like all the other shows had to do it too, man. I got drugged
Mm-hmm.
through the freaking to hell and back for that. And if I knew I could have just calmly said that, oh, this is my experience and this is just who I am, and you know, it'd all be over with, I would have done that instead.
Oh, well, Sweet Tea, don't be mad at me that you conducted yourself in a different way.
You know that people don't like the way that you responded to this, especially the stuff you said about Boogie earlier. I can't remember what it was, but it shocked me. I don't think you know what the universe is, and I don't even know why you're here if you don't know who the people are in the universe or what the rules were in the first place, because like it's pretty common knowledge at this point if you've been watching.
No, let's not. Oh my god, stop! There's a bug. Let's not misconstrue. Oh my god, sorry. The bug just like landed on me. That shit scared the fuck out of me. Like I said, I'm not above the rules. My host role got taken away, and I assumed that meant that I assumed that because I joined more than 3 times, they took my host role away. I thought that meant I was fired. So if I'm fired, I leave. I left the server. I sent a message to Brantley and the group chat. If you would like to pull that screenshot, you can. It was a very kind message. I said, I'm not sure this means that I'm fired. If I'm not quitting, but if this is, thank you. It was a great opportunity, and I enjoyed working with them. Brantley's been a great boss. Team's awesome. Those are the two people those are my bosses. They are quote unquote in charge of me. I listen to them. So I left the server because I'm not going to sit here and let you all no. I thought I was fired, so I left the building and I waited. And Brantley said, "No, you're not." So I returned. And this is not about my host role being taken away. If I break the rules, that's what happens. I ate a cookie. I ate on stream. They made me dress like you. I dressed like you. I made it into a show, and we had a grand old time. I made a little basketball analogy. I rolled with the punches. So don't paint the narrative that I'm better than the rules, or I think I am, because that's not the case.
Okay.
I think that people will have a different opinion of it all, but
yes. And I think Beans was very right also to say that the LCU is very calculated. I would agree with that statement. So when these things transpire, I mean, Beans sent me a message as well. I took it as a word of advice that to think of these things as like a play, as this one
Bud
big
super
game
chatted
chessboard.
$20.
So
Pup,
sweet.
don't worry. My friend Dank can take you from all this and he can teach you to no hand clap.
Okay. Continue on. I think it's done.
I don't know what I don't know what you guys said. Well, anyway, let me read it. I think it pops up where my friend Dan can take you from all this and he can teach you to no hand clap. Baby, I could already clap with no hands. Thank you. But anyway, I mean, it's true. Hey, the Beans don't look at that. It's true. It's true. It's true. Maybe one day y'all find out. Maybe you won't. But yeah, so don't be mad about how I move my pieces on my board. Conduct yours, sweet tea.
you were sure mad at me the other
Underworld
day,
Zombie
telling me
super
that I need to
chatted
take
$10.
accountability and be humble.
Give us some Jerry Springer pup star. You are a big L.
So if you didn't hear that one, it says, "Give us some Jerry Springer pup star. You are a big L."
I could, yes.
Yeah,
No, sorry, go
in
ahead.
general, like I said, you have a lot of potential. I think that you can be a very big entertainer here in the LCU. It's just you started off on the wrong foot, and I think that happens to everybody. Like I said, I wanted to keep Batgirl around because she wasn't always, the most liked person. She came in, a lot of people were iffy about her, and she made the right moves in order for people to kind of get to know her, to think that she's a good entertainer in general. The same thing happened
I
to
would have
me.
said Zay.
Zay was a really big one as well. Zay, that would be a very
Lord.
interesting person to have on as a guest.
I know. I would love to have
Why
her
are
on.
you muted?
Who's muted?
Me?
Yeah, you were muted for a second.
I said Zay. I said yes. We gotta get Zay up here. We gotta get Miss Zay up here. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Zay, I'd been watching Zay from the beginning when she started here, and like she just kept getting, she's finally in the groove now. But back then, like she had to go through hell and back to get to where she is now, and like that's so inspiring to me.
But that's what the LCU is, right? It's not always going to be you at the top. It's always going to have some sort of downfall at some point. I'd rather you guys have a downfall now, and like it sounds horrible, but I'd rather you guys have a downfall now when you're starting out. You guys don't really have an audience or like a group of people supporting you in the LCU, but that makes like for an even bigger like comeback, right? So you might be hated now or you might be disliked now, but whenever you do get up to that point where people start liking you, it feels more like a rally, if that makes sense.
I agree.
But if anybody wants to jump into members waiting, and just talk about what they feel about Popstar or what can be improved on with the whole Dolls show, I welcome it.
So I'm gonna say this. I take constructive criticism. I take feedback. I don't take quote unquote bullying, and I don't take blatant attacks. Like Mr. John coming in here, I let him say his piece. That's not feedback. That's trolling. Pay to troll. Now, Mr. Bow Wow. Sorry, why am
Boom
everyone's
Pow.
names are so long. Like, Boom Pow, like Bow Wow, stop. I was gonna say Boom Pow because it's like a Black Eyed Peas. Wait, locked in. We had a great conversation at the VC. He gave me a lot of advice and insight on the LCU. Because again, I do watch the shows, but I will die on this hill. Voila, if only y'all knew the extent to the lore in this universe, which isn't a bad thing. That means that there's a culture. But the thing is, it takes time to assimilate to a culture. And I assimilate in my own ways. So if I didn't want to be here, if I didn't care, if I was upset, if I wanted to quit, I would just DM Keem, I would DM Brantley, I would humbly go, this is not for me. I don't want to try. I don't want to be here. And y'all wouldn't see me today. But I'm here. And I'm standing on my business. I'm sitting on my business very politely in my own way because I don't scare easily. And yes, I do want to be an entertainer. I do want to be a part of the LCU. But I'm going to do it in my way because I'm going to be me to a fault. I will die behind that.
Okay. So real quick, let's have Pirate in because I know Pirate, he can be a troll sometimes, but he can give actual feedback. So let's see what he has to say. Pirate, how you
Devoted
doing?
to the communities.
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
Good morning. How are you?
Morning. Good. Just drinking my coffee, you know, enjoying the whatever the fuck this is. Pup, what happened to the vibrancy, the eclectic manifestation of energy? I'm just trying to think of words that you probably are reading right now in your textbooks or some shit.
Oh no, I'm not. No, I'm not reading chat. No, I'm locked in. Oh, you meant textbooks. Well, guys, it's summer. Hey, school's out for the summer. I'm just working. I just work year round. You gotta hustle. I'm a hustler. I grind.
Yeah, but you came in like hot. Did you guess out? What's going on?
No, see, Pirate. The beauty about me that the LCU will come to learn is if you think you know me, you don't. And you never will. I have moves for days. I have plays for days. It's just one of them. I'm going to come up to the 3-point line. I'm going to juke you out, pass it, grab it, and slam dunk.
Juke me out? What does that mean?
Just because you, baby, if you don't, you got to go to Urban Dictionary. Just because you can't see the vision that I see doesn't mean there isn't a vision.
Wait, can you explain this to me? Because I'm retarded. What's the Urban Dictionary?
It's gonna come to you. Okay, no, the Urban Dictionary is kind of like a website where you can like Google like phrases that you don't know. It may or may not be on there. This is like regional slang. I mean, if you know, you know. You don't.
Listen, wake up, pup. Wake the fuck up. Let's go.
I know something.
Hello.
Good morning.
There we go.
Good morning.
Hello. I'm here to give some constructive criticism to Pupstar in a way that she can take it. Are you?
Let's do it.
Kicked him.
Oh, hey, no! No!
I just said
he
John.
He came in with
Can't
good
kick
intent.
him.
He came in with good intent.
I got disconnected both times. No, I can't. See, John has... John, I woke up this morning to a lovely slew of pings from one person in particular. John is coming up here with the intent. Look, this is, oh my God, John, me. This is so me. John is me coded.
Oh.
He's so me coded.
Oh,
you keep coming back. You can't get.
He needs to come back.
That's 4
He's
times.
not saying
content.
She is.
But that's 4 times.
Make him
That's
stay.
4 times. That's 4 times.
He's not a host.
Frickin',
He's a viewer.
True. Okay, so he could just, I can keep it. Okay. No. So, John, if you have anything to tell me, is our TTS and our
Han
super
super
chat
chatted $21.86.
What,
Yeah,
Green
he
Laugh
says
John.
$30 from Con.
$30 to bring
John.
back John. So we have to listen to the audience.
Okay.
We have to bring
back
John.
John, and then let's send another 30.
Get me out of here. Bring John back. Pup.
Okay. Actually, can we bring? I wanted to hear from Poke Gaga. He's trying to be my side, but that's okay. This is not a side thing.
Be listening to John. We got a donation for it.
Yes,
Mhm.
bring him back.
Okay, that means don't kick him again, or you're gonna have your host role removed again.
Yeah. So real
Yeah.
quick,
Is that
I
against
have
the
something
rules?
to say. I have something to say.
So is that against the? So it's against the rules. Is that against the rules, Beans, for me to disconnect
Oh,
people?
give me a
from the show
second.
that I host?
It's against the rules to go against Keemstar and
Okay.
basically sabotage your own show.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
John
So I was about
Keemstar?
to say, like, I had
So
the stream on, so I was kind of messed
when
up.
they
But like
disconnected me
earlier,
yesterday,
no. Real quick, Sweet Tea, because you've been talking a lot. Sweet Tea asked earlier and said, like, you really don't know anything about the universe. I have a simple question for you, pup. Do you know who I am?
no, and I don't care to know about you.
Okay. That's all I really cared to know about, because like.
Okay.
I feel like you're not really here because you enjoy the community or anything like that. You're pretty much just trying to bootstrap your YouTube career off of like what Keemstar's built here. Which, hey, that's cool. Try it, dude. There's been a lot of people that have, and it's never really worked out for them. And like, if you can't even take me coming in here and just lightly messing with you, like you think I'm trolling you, I haven't even begun to troll you. I literally was in here giving you criticism. You're just too ignorant to see it.
Calling me a linebacker. That's not trolling.
Okay, that was a little bit of trolling.
Okay.
That was a little bit of
And
trolling.
that's
I'll give
okay.
it there to you.
And-
But I
and
came in the
that's
second
okay.
time and no, stop talking. You do a lot of
No.
talking. You like to talk over people, so
No.
I'll talk over you.
Okay, well, John.
I tried to
go
give
ahead,
you
John.
some advice about your audio because your audio was all bad, and you immediately kicked me out. You can't take constructive criticism.
You came
You
here very
think you're a
rude.
perfect being that is so like a
That's
higher intellectual level than other people, and it's ridiculous because you're just an ignorant child. That's all you are, pup.
Okay.
Your name
can-
fits, pup. That's what you are literally a child, and and you're ignorant, and it's ridiculous. And you can sit there and talk about, I got all the moves, and you got to talk real slow because you're thinking your next move up. You know, it's kind of funny. Whenever you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, you talk really slow and like a robot. But as soon as Urban Dictionary comes up, you go immediately to 1,000 words a minute, right? And a lot of people are going to see through this fake charade you got going on here, and like, dude, you're going to get fucked with so hard, so fucking hard.
It's gonna be a lot worse.
Thank you for your comment. Is that all?
You're welcome.
Okay. Have a great day.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, no problem. Fuck you, Pupstar.
Right back at you.
Okay, Poke Gaga. How you doing, Poke?
Hey, how's it going? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you perfectly fine.
Sorry, I'm on mobile. But real quick, do you know what the locale mission statement is?
Tell me what it is. I love this. Wait, hold on. I love this. This is like orientation. We should do an orientation. Yes, continue.
Yeah.
Let me-
So the mission statement is to monetize hate, basically.
Mhm.
Right. So if you notice the big shows like Boogie's probably the top one, and even though like yesterday Keem actually was doing fucking fantastic. Basically, the goal is to get the tomatoes thrown at you.
Yes.
Right, and the tomatoes are donos, basically. So my suggestion is always remember the locale, because you say that you want to be on the locale, but you want to do it your way, right? Why, if there's a roadmap already, why try and reinvent the wheel?
Because, well, I'm gonna tell you this. Everyone's so upset about the way that I'm coming today. I feel like we're probably gonna make a lot of money because how many donors have come in just to get their point across, just to say that they don't like the way that I act.
Well,
Am I not
talked about-
monetizing? I'm monetizing the hate. You can pay to hate me. That's fine.
Right.
And
Well, I
they're
threw a
doing it right now.
tomato about the Killdozer
Mhm.
because I thought that was a little more interesting.
Nothing to say about that.
I don't get the Killdozer reference. I googled it. Probably uncultured. Granby's bulldozer rampage. Let me. I'll read it.
Yeah, it was it was over 20 years ago, and I thought that was a little interesting. But yeah,
don't know. When
I
some
just
real
wanted
controversy comes for her, it's gonna be wild to see how she reacts to it all. I think.
Wait. Sweet tea. Can you go back just a little bit? Whenever real controversy comes for her, what do you mean by real controversy?
Like something bigger than this, or even just another like this.
Like when Sweet Tea goes after you.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, just anything, people always find themselves doing something wrong. It's just
no one's perfect.
Where she just like zones out and like does the little robot thing. It's people are gonna be even worse to you than they already were because you were like trying to high road it all. To me,
I think I see what you're trying to do, Popstar, and I'm gonna just keep watching and see if you can pull it off. But y'all have a good show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, King. Thank you. Appreciate the sentiments.
We have Master Champagne. I haven't seen you around, but how are you doing, Master Champagne?
Make sure make sure y'all get the Cash Cow membership so that way you can join the Discord, come shit on Popstar. Let me know what you have to say. I'm not reading chat today. I know I'm a chat fiend, but not today.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hey ladies, what's going on?
We're doing pretty well. How about you?
Doing all right. Just staying busy, kind of getting stuff done. I usually like just kind of have you guys in like my ears while I'm like getting stuff done for the day and whatnot. But I saw the invitation. I saw the invitation for coming up and giving feedback, so I wanted to do that. Yeah, I'm not really like a troll person myself, so it's going to be just kind of honest feedback. I see a lot of people talk like kind of roughly to like each other a lot, and I think what would be interesting and cool to see is just like kind of like a different sort of approach, and it'd be kind of interesting if it came from here. Like something where it's like not all oriented around like, oh, this person just like got me so angry because, they came at me sideways or whatever. Because the thing I think about is that like if you're doing good works and if you're helping like other people, all those kind of like things. And if someone comes at you sideways, you kind of build up more of a defense for yourself of like, well, what are you really making fun of here? Because like I'm helping all these people out, or like I'm making someone feel better, whatever have you. And so if they're coming at you sideways for that, it's like, it's like you're just making yourself look bad, at that kind of point, So I think like I definitely get there's like a certain culture here, but I think what would help you guys out a little bit more is just having more of a castle of defense that you kind of can use when you're kind of getting catapulted in almost every direction.
Can you be a little bit more specific? Because these are a lot of like general statements. And when you talk about who's being a little bit more catty than usual, can you call people out? Because I think the only way that we can fix it is knowing, because, okay, when you give, this is like a zodiac sign, right? People love those. Zodiac sign, general statement, you say something and the person might think of it pertaining to them, like, oh yeah, the other person is coming at me sideways and I'm not the problem. So I think the first step into becoming better is being called out. So can you do that for me?
Yeah, I've seen like I've seen Sweet Tea like, make some, not to say people haven't messed up, but like Sweet Tea got like a lot thrown at her, like people make fun of her like not having teeth, and then they start like they start picking her apart for that. And it's like it's kind of one of those things where like, yeah, maybe you messed up, maybe you did something you didn't mean to, and then the sharks kind of like just have their way with you after at that point. And it's like, well, yeah, maybe you could say, I messed up, I did a thing I regret, and you make fun of, some of my features or like whatever. But then, if I'm actually like doing something good and you refuse to acknowledge that, what's that say about you? And that's like, I think the thing that I just don't see like a lot of is oh yeah, you could say what you want, but I'm also doing this other thing. And instead it turns into this whole like, oh yeah, well, you're coming at me, maybe like for my teeth, but what about you? And then it's just like this tit for tat like sort of thing, or eye for eye that it turns into.
Like a back and forth. Okay. So you're saying like more of a pivot approach? Because I feel like that's what I'm doing. I knew that there was no world in which yesterday would not be addressed. Because even if I didn't show up, it would be addressed. I just wouldn't be here for it. However, I'm okay with it being addressed. Yes, I joined the call too many times. Yes, I got my host role taken. Yes, I got it back. Am I going to do it again? No. But people want a platform to speak. And I've noticed that the LCU has a very calculated culture of taking people through these hazing and degradation rituals. And if you want to take me through that, I'm here. We have the platform open. You can join. You can say your piece. But on the flip side, you can't. Well, you can, but you can't really judge or be.
Oh my God, this is going to take forever. That right there, that right there is exactly what you should have done since the beginning. That little statement of, did I do something wrong? Yes. Will I do it again? No. But the thing that whenever I presented the clips to you, you're just like, you didn't want to even address the issue. You're just, if you just address it head on, we could have been done and over with this. And then we could have talked about fashion. We could have talked about makeup. We could have been talking to Batgirl right now. But the thing is, you did not address it full on in the beginning. That statement right there was perfect. Whenever I address these things, we have to address these things in general in the LCU because it's the drama. It's always going exactly. But when I did it for Sweet Tea, I wanted her to step up for herself, right? And recently she has been stepping up for herself. She even told you, how the fuck are we supposed to go through a whole episode, multiple episodes, multiple shows of my controversy, and then we're supposed to take care of you for 5 minutes and then move on? She thinks that's unfair, and she's made that very clear. So she's standing up for herself, and I'm very glad. And I'm sorry, I'm going to move you out, Master Champagne. Thank you for coming. But that statement, you addressed everything, boom, 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 right there, and we could have just moved on. But it's the fact that you had to sit here and be like, I don't think I said that. Pull up the screenshot. It's cringe. It's cringe. But if you just addressed it since the beginning, we could have just moved on. I think we should bring Billy up in here because he knows exactly what I'm talking about.
You should. And I want to say, Billy, before you start, if you were coming here to yell at me, crash on me, drag me, do what you gotta do, I would say that I'm open. I would appreciate if you could come with some real advice or criticism, because I do respect you as an individual. I know you're a good entertainer. I talked to King Scott yesterday, and he told me to seek out your advice. And I figured that you'd probably come on here tomorrow anyways. So I'm not here to attack you.
Well, that's the other thing. Okay, but Sweet Tea, this is the other thing. Like, you automatically assume the worst from people. If you knew Billy, if you saw Billy, if you've been there whenever I had my own controversies or whenever I had a heartache, he comes in with the energy like, yeah, he'll joke about it, but he's never the type of person that will yell at you. It is very rare for Billy the Fridge to crash out on you. And if he does, you've done something extremely wrong. But you can't come in with that energy of like, I know that you think that you're doing something by doing this, but being like, hey, if you're going to come in here and yell at me, like, I don't appreciate that. No, you automatically make the other person just dislike you because you don't know what type of energy they were going to come at you since the beginning. And the fact that you even think that way about Billy is like, girl.
Me or you said Sweet Tea?
Yeah, you did say Sweet Tea. I was confused.
You guys had me confused. You, Pup, you.
Me?
Pup star.
Wait. No, I'm sitting here confused because I'm just like, no, okay, I meant that as, I respect Billy. Billy is a great entertainer, and I think that Billy could give good advice. I was making a preface that I was going to reach out to Billy regardless. But Billy,
now,
Pup
after
star,
you shat
Pup
on
star.
him, yes.
The way you speak, when you go into your hyper mode, you don't stop. You're like a bulldozer, okay?
Yeah,
you just run over people.
Killdozer.
You do not stop. You're a bulldozer, and the way you don't take criticism, it's like you're covering that bulldozer with concrete and steel. You're turning into a killdozer, and you're just traveling through the city of Colorado nonstop, tearing through the town, building by building, destroying every building. And then what happens? Nobody wins. You know what happened to Marvin Heemeyer, who drove that killdozer through Colorado? He put a bullet in his own head 21 years ago today.
Yes.
That's a parable, Pupstar, for the road you go down if you don't think about the conversation that the LCU brings to the table. This is not just about you. This is not just about us. This is about the viewer. This is about growth. This is about failure. Your failure is our entertainment, but it's our opportunity to grow together.
Yeah,
This is a parasocial network.
This is true. This is true.
And I am glad to see your brand new mode, this steadfast AI.
Thank you.
It's almost giving me a little Denisha Carter. People said AI robot, and I'm like, I like this. It's this new because it's AI voice because you're very rapid. I was like, is this the only thing she does? No. Now she shuts down, and then this is a good troll because it pisses everybody off. It got John in here, and he was
Polka
mad.
super chat at
Real quick.
$9.99. Billy the Goat can make the killdozer an inspirational speech for the newbie.
Exactly.
I haven't seen John mad in a minute.
Very true. He's been very, he went back to his cave and now you brought him out. That's
So
something.
many people and members waiting that want to talk about the pup incident. Must be.
Real quick, we have Midnight Rider for the 199. She becomes Becky, runs to top 5 shows. Awful, LOL. So let's actually bring in some more people. Real quick, let's bring in Allie. I haven't seen Allie in a hot minute. Hi, Allie. How are you doing?
Hello,
can you guys hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I just have a couple quick things I just want to say, and not coming at you hard or anything, but for real.
Yes.
What makes a real badass bitch is a woman who, number one, is herself, not this putting on this AI thing. You're way better as yourself. And number two, taking accountability. I mean, because we can't handle criticism and you can't be yourself, that's weak. And badass women, we got to stand in it even when we're wrong, because we are wrong sometimes, and that's okay.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's all I wanted to say. So thank you for having me up.
Thank you
And
so much,
bye.
Allie. Bye-bye.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Now the dolls were so angry last night. So angry that you guys wanted to go live during Rewind. I wonder what version of Pupstar we would have got at 10:15 live against Rewind.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, didn't you have a list?
Everybody, wait.
I had to jump right into it right after I sent him that
Everybody
message. I'd go on.
I'm a quote he who shan't be quoted. Everybody wanted to know what I would do if I crashed out. I'm gonna misconstrue it. I guess we'll never know.
Because I remember you had a list of people that you did not like from the Discord. The only people that I remember was the Steak and AMAC talking smack.
Pup doesn't like the steak?
No, I don't know why, but
Oh shit.
Wait. A new leaf, a new flower. I'm back to my roots. This is the first flower I wore my Tiana cosplay. The Steak, I don't dislike you. A Mac talking smack, I don't dislike you. Outcast.
Hi, welcome. I'm gonna be polite and nice, and I'm just
Thank
gonna
you.
give just two simple pieces of advice. Number one, the real golden rule of the LCU is don't block the content. So that means when you're kicking John and you're doing things like that, you're blocking the content. Now
Or
you may
jumping
not
into
like
the chat.
now
Or
when
jumping
you
in between. Sorry.
Right. But now when you're kicking someone like John, not only are you blocking the content, but you're also
Mr.
blocking yourself.
VNM1
Because
super
let me
chatted
explain.
$9.99.
If you
W for
were to
killdozer
block
saluting
content like
face
John
homie
coming
still
in
in
and
business.
ranting and raving and you
God
fighting
damn it.
back, what's
Wait, Outcast. There's a TTS. Sorry.
Okay, no, it's over already. I'll read it later.
My apologies. My apologies. My
You're
apologies.
good. You're good.
I
You're
can't
good.
hear the TTS. Now
No,
let's
you're good.
say next time give me a warning.
Here's another one.
Khan super chatted $21.86. I miss John.
All right.
After Outcast.
All right. Whenever you have content on like John, when he fights with you and you get mad and you scream back at him or you crash out, guess what that means? That means you're going to go on Rewind. That means you're going to be on Locale Live. That means your name is going to be out there for everybody to see, and they're going to think, hey, I need to tune into this show and see what happens more often. That's helping you get yourself out there by letting this all happen, despite if you don't like them or not. You need to just let it flow. That's all you need to do. And number two, and I don't mean this in a bad way towards anybody because I've had to learn this myself. Sometimes in an argument, you need to just shut up. You need to let the other person speak because this is not a debate space. This is a locale space. Because not only will you let the other person who's speaking mess up and you can seize on that moment, but also it gives more content again and allows you to be featured on Locale Live and Rewind because you and the other person both had a mutual crash out and have fought with each other and said some cutting things to each other. And again, that will lead to people wanting to watch your show. and to see what
Mazer1123
you have
super
to say.
chatted $20.
Oh, real quick.
Speaking of shut up, stop yappin' bro Jesus.
Mazer said, speaking of shut up, stop yapping, bro, Jesus. So your point is that she can use this for her benefit, right?
Yes. And I just want to say before I leave, Queens, Becky's known for kicking people even when they're wanted on the show. So don't take that personally. Don't get mad and don't just rejoin the show like that. Don't let man-child Maestro Michael kick you out and have your host rule removed just for that. All right? Don't worry about him. He's no talent. He rides off his father's coattails from 10 years ago. Don't just ignore him. Just do you. That's all you need to do. Don't worry about them. Peace out.
Okay,
I
thank you
appreciate
so
y'all,
much.
Cass. I appreciate y'all, Cass. And yes, y'all, wallahi, I will never join Queens again. I don't care if you gotta donate $200 if you want me to ever pop up on Queens, even if I'm dragged in. And I wrote it down. I can write backwards because I speak Arabic, so it shouldn't be inverse. Never cut content. I learned. I'm changing
Let's
my ways.
test that.
John heard his name.
Welcome, King. Welcome. I'm glad you returned.
Don't call
You
me
don't have
King,
to write
bro.
it.
Don't.
You don't have to write it
Don't
backwards
do that.
for us. If you write it backwards for us, it comes backwards for us. It's backwards for you. That's very funny though. I love
I
that.
know. That's why I did it.
Yeah.
But it looks perfect on my end.
Yeah, I have a question. After the whole like I have multiple personalities and I'm multidimensional and like, you know, you not having a really like good grasp of basic English because I notice a lot like a dono would be, you know, sent to beans or like sweet tea and you're always thinking it's like part of you. Are you autistic by any chance? Have you been tested? Are you on the spectrum?
I do not have autism and I do not have ADHD.
I
trying
think
to say
that you're
she
pretty
had
close.
Asperger's the other day, or thought she
Yeah,
had
that's autism.
Asperger's.
Yeah, that's autism. You have
I thought so.
Asperger's?
No,
I
do
can
not
actually
have-
see it.
I do not have Asperger's. No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Said she did.
I don't know, man. Like whenever people start like confronting you, start talking like a robot, like these are classic signs of autism.
Okay.
Yeah, those are good signs, aren't they?
Is that all you got? Okay.
Maybe a future episode, Popstar goes and gets tested for autism. The neuroscientist goes and gets a CT scan.
Let's get
Thank
that
you, thank
autism
Yeah,
goal up.
you are not a
Thank you.
neuroscientist, and I don't believe you have the intellect to become a neuroscientist in the future. There's no way. You're in college. You're gonna flunk
Yeah.
out, little girl. You're gonna have a whole bunch of fucking school loan debt, and you're gonna be working at Wendy's to pay it off. There's no way that you're gonna be a neuroscientist.
You gotta
You
prove
can't
him
even let
wrong.
other people talk.
You legitimately did labs yesterday, didn't you?
Yes, actually, after this, I have to go run into the lab to switch my samples to do a fast decal. But yeah, I'm not a neuroscientist. Gotcha.
Okay.
Dude, you're not a neuroscientist. You're in college. Okay.
Okay. I don't think she's gonna engage anymore. I think she shut down.
No.
She shut
as a-
down.
She's going nonverbal. That's another sign
I
of
mean-
autism, guys. Don't worry about it.
Hey, that is.
Hey man, if look,
Sweetie.
they think I got autism. Think what you want to think. Personally, I don't. But that's your opinion, John. You got that.
I think we need a little bit
Pupstar
of
not
love.
taking the bait.
We have Butt Smack ASMR. Butt Smack ASMR has been with us. Oh, did she leave?
Butt smack, unsmacked.
Oh, yeah.
Butt
Sorry,
smack.
I have before.
Hey, Ma, how are you?
Am I here?
Here.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
So you do not want Pupstar to quit. You're making a doll of her. You're very excited to have her on the show. You feel like she has a lot of potential. But how do you feel about what has occurred in the past day?
Honestly, I think everybody's just being too harsh on her. She's just really green. She just needs a rundown of the rules. She just needs to, Becky was actually talking about this on another show, like needing a pamphlet like the LCU do's and don'ts and stuff like that would actually be useful for Pupstar. Yes, look at the look on her face. She literally is just green. She's learning. She hasn't been in the community, whereas Sweet Tea was like a fan first, so she kind of gets it, even though she's a bit ditzy, Hi, Sweet Tea. But yeah, I think that they just need to explain stuff more so that little incidences like this, that was really a nothing burger. All she did was hop on a show and get kicked off. It was just Mike having his, knickers in a twist because he can't run his grift right because she was there,
I feel like it was the way she responded to it that's making it go on longer.
Exactly. I think the biggest disconnect was somebody in main chat after it happened said, you're going to lose your host role. And she automatically thought like, oh, I lose my host role, I'm fired. And she literally stated in the beginning of this episode, I thought that once you lose your host role, you're fired. I'm not going to stick around. If I'm fired, I'm going to leave. So she automatically left after that. Do I think that she should have stuck around, just saw what happened? Yeah. But, a lot of heightened emotions. It's not her fault. She's very green and she just needs to learn the way of the LCU. But I think after this episode, she kind of got what this whole LCU is about. So I do appreciate that, Butt Smack. Do you have anything else to say before we move you out?
I just wanted to say that I like this show and I think you guys have potential. And also, hello, Billy the Fridge. Part of why I came into this universe is because of you, because I saw you in Onision videos. I was a huge fan of him.
Oh, yes. Billy, was you Eugenia Cooney? You've met Eugenia Cooney,
I used to be Eugenia Cooney. I beat anorexia.
I watched a video about her today about where she's getting worse and worse and worse. I
love her so much. She's a sweet girl.
She is.
Yeah,
Very
I
nice.
also know. Sorry, go ahead.
Butt Smack, you said that you make monster high dolls like ghouls.
Correct. Yes.
I know you want to use it for practice. It's up to you. But Monster High Pupstar, I don't know.
Well, I already have the Barbie body ordered for making you as a human doll, but if this one, if I show it on the show and it's some sort of success, maybe I will make more. I mean, I also said I wanted to make Beans. I just have to find a proper head mold because Ever After High heads don't really suit her. She does not have like a rounder face, I'll have to look for something with a bit more distinct nose.
There's this doll YouTuber. It's like I used to watch him growing up. He would like take dolls and turn them into like drag queens.
Is that Hextian?
Yes.
Yes.
You know him? Do you know him?
No. I mean, I've rubbed elbows with people who do know him, but I didn't ever make it that big. I've rubbed elbows, and then people tried to cancel me. So.
I used to rub people's elbows too, and almost got canceled for it.
So I do appreciate you coming in, Butt Smack. We will keep in touch in the DMs, especially with all this doll stuff that you're doing. Thank you so much.
Sure. To be critical of Pupstar's response here, it's not her job to apologize for anything, right? Like they let her back in, they gave her host role back. She said that. If she doesn't, what else is she supposed to do? You guys got to grill her about it, right? We got to pull it out of her. John's got to come in here and troll her. She's got to break. She's got to get popped. The audience has to come after her. They got to throw tomatoes. We have to break her. That's our job, right? But it is her job. It is her job to make us want to break her, right?
You made damn sure to break me.
John's linebacker combat linebacker. I can't. Okay, I must be having a stroke. I can't speak. I used to be able to speak in this universe. Now I can't say words.
Lock in.
Okay. John's linebacker comment probably should have been a TTS. He said he couldn't do it, but that's the point. You should be throwing those tomatoes with money at you. You got to make sure you get these people to throw those tomatoes with money. That's your job, right? Right, Pubstar? Get these hate comments monetized.
Yes, I said.
I
you
love that
can
word.
hate me. You can hate me. You just got to pay to do it. That's what I'm here for.
You gotta put that hate on the back of a $10 bill.
Right,
love
remember
when you
the
say that.
very first troll. Remember the very first troll that came on here who would spam the chat. I said, sir, you need to go to Indeed.com and make as many accounts as you did on YouTube there. He came back 5 minutes later. I have a job. I'm not broke. Here's $5 to just say the same shit. There we go. It worked. Thank you.
But
Yes.
I saw a few comments online.
You're kind of muffled.
2 months ago. I'm muffled. Hold up. Let me go into the bathroom.
It's better now.
Okay,
Okay.
So I think it was your phone sound. Okay.
Okay,
Hold
so there were some comments online a little while ago throughout the Discord and the Reddit saying that the Twiggy downfall needs to be studied, and I think you need to study it
Yeah.
Okay.
because I knew the way this community worked, so I knew how to get under people's skin, and I enjoyed it. But then I realized that literally when Keem asked me to come back, I realized that this is one of those opportunities that, maybe I do want. Maybe I do want to be a part of this. Maybe I do want to take it seriously and see where it goes. And Keem is the kind of person where if he sees potential in you, he's going to give you another chance. So if your host role's gone, you can come back. If you're fired, you can come back. If you're banned 8 times, you might be able to come back. I speak from experience. But it's just live and learn, I guess. I don't know. I'm terrible at advice.
Well, I mean,
I do see you as Twig She, though. I would never take that back.
What has Pubstar actually done here? She ain't hurt nobody.
No, nobody's been hurt. It's going to get overblown because it's a drama community. Okay? That's literally how it is. And she went up against somebody who owns a show. That's a no-no. Did she know? I don't know.
Nobody's going to remember
Let me sit on the
this
toilet.
after this episode's over, right? Nobody cares.
I think
That
I
was
might
probably the
remember
most-
how she responded to it, though. I think that's
Here's what matters at the end of the day, right? Was it entertaining? And did it harm anybody? That's what matters to me. If nobody was harmed and it was entertaining, I don't see the issue.
I'm going to write that down.
So thank you so much, Octoling, with the 3 gifted memberships.
Pew 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 pew. Okay.
Is that all, Twiggy?
My burps, yeah, I was just going to say before I leave, my burps still taste like ranch.
Like what? Did you do something on your show?
Yeah, we allowed people to ban words from our vocabulary for $20 donos, and then we couldn't use those words. And if we used those words, we had to drink ranch. Little did Steak and I know that our ranch was expired. His was by a few months, and my ranch was expired by 2 years.
Oh my
And,
god!
I had to drink a lot of it. It was
Okay, wait.
refrigerated.
But was it refrigerated or unrefrigerated?
Yeah.
It was refrigerated. It just tasted like ranch. My farts smell like ranch right now. My sweat smells like ranch.
Oh my
Are you
god.
pooping right now?
Dude.
No, I'm sitting on the
Ranch
toilet.
already tastes
But
like
this
throw
toilet,
up.
Billy. This toilet
Bro,
don't
you
work.
got-
I just fixed my sink. Check this out.
He fixed the sink.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah. You did it.
Pretty nice, right?
You're a carpenter just like Jesus.
Don't compare me to Jesus. That's an insult to Jesus.
Don't start talking about
but
Jesus.
no,
CD-ROM might come in
honestly, there is a. If you go back and watch some of the most controversial episodes of some of the most controversial hosts, you can learn a lot from watching them. So stuff that's happened between me and other people, stuff that's happened between some of the people who are exiled from the community. I mean, Grim kind of had this weird thing where he was fine up until the point where he wasn't, and then when he wasn't, it wasn't long before he was gone.
Yeah, it seemed like he
Right?
just, like broke down.
He
Just didn't
gave
care
up a little
anymore.
bit, but
He got burned out, lost motivation. I understand it. That's what happened to me.
Really?
But yes, it's a long story. Okay, I don't have time to get into it.
Comparing Pup to any of these people is dumb.
It
Pup is
doesn't- it
literally
doesn't-
just she's literally just new here, doesn't care
Yeah.
to like look at everything she like 8 months of content before now, a year and a half of content before now. She can't go back and learn everything, right?
No.
She has to pick up everything as it goes. She can't know the rules like that well right now. She's picking up everything as it goes. She jumped up in there because she was dumb, right? She didn't know. She didn't know.
I wouldn't say dumb. I'd say
And now
naive.
dumb. No, it was dumb. She was dumb. She just didn't know.
Well,
And now she's
naive
eating-
is you don't know.
Now, well, sure.
That's what it means.
She was
Ignorant.
dumb.
I was ignorant. I
And
was
now, ignorant. But it's like dumb's not a terrible word. She was just dumb. Now she's eating some shit, and that's good. This builds character. And I want her to do worse than this. I want her to be way worse than this.
I told her that yesterday.
Well, you must be really proud of me then, Billy.
I am.
But no, what I
Why
wasn't,
is
I
it
wasn't
always about you,
comparing her to
sweetie?
these hosts. I'm
Jesus
saying-
Christ.
I'm
We
saying
talked about
that If
this.
you want an idea of what not to do, that might be a good way to get that idea, right? I don't think you've done anything. Like even like some of the stuff you've said on streams that people were saying was too far. I didn't see the issue with it, right?
Thank you.
And I think you should be able to speak your opinion about certain things. And the thing is, it's your opinion. Everybody's got one, and
Yeah.
most of them are wrong. But you still have the right to have it.
Like everybody who's like, why aren't you more apologetic? Why don't you do more? Tell her what to do, because that's what she told me when she came up here. She says, "What else do you want me to say?" And then you guys are, well, you should just be more apologetic for this.
Well,
why?
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
what I'm
Billy,
saying.
you know-
and I'm saying this is
for
why.
yesterday.
This is why, Pubstar. This is why you should be more apologetic, because Marvin Haymeyer was a killdozer. He went straight through that city of Colorado, and he got stuck in a hardware store, and he couldn't get out of that killdozer because he was locked into cement and steel, barreled himself into a hardware store, had to put a bullet in his own head. That's why you should be more careful, because you're going to get yourself in a situation you can't get out of. But for now, you're so tough and unstoppable.
I'm gonna give a bad take real quick, or what I've been told is a bad take, but
surprising,
if you're
Twiggy.
apologizing because you want to tell people what they want to hear, right? Don't apologize. Stand your ground, regardless of how bad it is. Just stand your ground. There's no point of making an apology unless that comes from the heart. And
knows that.
To be honest, I don't really see the point of most apologies anyway, because it's not going
Okay.
to take back what you did.
Well,
Instead
the
of
other thing-
apologizing, let your actions show that you're sorry.
Wait, no, I
Okay, wait. No. This is matchup. Sway Shadow Man, thank you so much for becoming a Ban World member.
Pew 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 pew.
The other thing is that is the other thing wrong about the LCU. A lot of people think that taking accountability automatically means apologizing. No, you can recognize that you did something wrong and just say, fuck it.
Yeah.
You can say, I hopped into Queens multiple times. Fuck it. But you have to still say that you did something wrong.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm probably going to fuck up again, right? But I'm
Oh,
gonna learn
absolutely.
from it.
Absolutely. Can we have a counter?
Hey.
How many days until Twiggy fucks up again? 0, 0, 2, 2, 2?
Well, we also have to define a fuck up, because there's a difference between trolling and fucking up, okay? But that's all I have. I'm done here.
They could
Y'all have a
intertwine.
great one. I've got to finish working on this. So
Get her done.
y'all have a good one. Oh, Billy, I can come and pick you up if
Don't
you
kill
want. Take
dozer.
you on
Don't
a
make
date.
a killdozer.
Take you on
Twiggy
a
would
date.
be Twiggy would be the type of guy to make a killdozer. Do not
that's-
make a killdozer.
Twiggy is the type. So real quick, let's actually bring in, should we bring in Hart or Michelangelo?
Ooh, Michelangelo. I put
But
him
everybody
on A.
everybody knew Pubstar fucked up, right? Pubstar knew she fucked up. So this is where we have to tell her how she fucked up. If she's
Sicilian
not willing to
Princess
admit
Super
it.
Chatted $10. Pupstar only kept jumping on queens. She just needs to learn when they said don't come back, stay away.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you so much, Sicilian Princess, for the 10. Michelangelo, you look very different. Can't quite put my finger on it.
Like
I
one big
shaved.
thing you did, Pubstar, is you were listening to the Discord. Discord told you to jump up there. They were fucking with you. Don't listen to the Discord.
True.
Chook chook.
You know what? This is true. Wallahi, I've learned my lesson. You guys will not see me unless we get like 250s. I will never go on Queens again. You will never see me on that show again. No. You will have to drag me. Tina will have to drag me from my VC all the way up to the show.
And then
She doesn't.
You'll
know
be
how
on
to do
Queens
that.
again. You'll be on
Yeah.
Queens again.
You'll be on Queens again. Exactly.
It'll be a while. It'll be a while.
It wasn't really Queen's fault, though.
Also, I want to say one thing. Sicilian Princess said Pubstar only kept jumping on Queens. She just needs to learn when they said, don't come back, stay away. I want to rewind. Y'all disconnected me. Zali said, don't come back. I butt out. I learned my lesson. I was like, you know what? I didn't do the same thing twice. I left.
If it was you and I on Rewind, it would have been a whole different conversation. But
you pissed
had
off
to
Xylee.
go.
Yeah.
You had to go.
Kind of cool. Greg with the 4.99 said, "I want her to do worse than this, Billy." That quote sums up the LCU perfectly. Also, hi Beans, Pup, and Squid Games poster girl. Another great episode.
Go.
Xylee, I do apologize to you, Xylee. I'm sorry for interrupting you and saying I don't care on your own show. You had every right to disconnect me, and that's why I didn't come back.
She's not a very forgiving woman.
Now, I got to bring up AMAC talking smack. She was on your dislike list that you're tight-lipped about. Let's pry into this one. Why you were not like AMAC? Why you talking smack?
She was smack to me in chat for no reason. When she was
She does
nice
that
when
to
she
me.
first met me. She loved me when she had first met me. Then randomly, like she did a switch up when like I actually got the host role and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, all right, well, this is how you want to play it. This is how you want to play it. So yes, I called her a Timu Snooki. In the name of Twiggy, I don't apologize. But Mac talks smack. I don't have a beef with
In
you,
Twiggy, we believe.
but that's how I feel.
She's been a hater towards me as well.
Well,
Michelangelo,
you
how
both
you
fucked
doing,
up,
man?
and she calls people
I'm
that
doing
fucked
really
up.
good.
But
I haven't seen you in a while. I put you high up on my ratings board.
Yeah, I went out to I went out to breakfast with my mom this morning, and I was telling her that I was on the tier list next to Sammy.
Yeah, you were pretty high up on that list there, Michelangelo. Shout out to
He's got
Pigtails.
that jawline that could cut glass. He really does.
I'm gonna get out of here while we're talking about that tier list before I catch feelings. Bye.
Bye, Billy.
Hi, Billy.
so you come in here with the S tier Riz, Mr. Michelangelo. What is going on here?
Look at that.
You know, I got the internship. I got to sit in the driver's seat for the short bus, and I'm feeling myself.
Hell yeah, man. We need a round of applause for that.
Is that why you came in? You didn't want to talk about the whole controversy?
No, I came in to tell Pupstar if she wants to come on the short bus. We can see if she has Asperger's.
Oh, that would be great.
Oh, you know what? Oh my God. This will be our reparations. Okay. Was this all? Maybe it's the Maybelline. Maybe it's the mental illness, mental disorder. Who knows? We will find out. Tune in to test. And this will completely eradicate any
short
potential
bus?
animosity between dolls and Tess, because the last situation, no. A new leaf. And the new leaf will be my mental state. I don't have Asperger's. I don't have autism. I don't have ADHD. You know, people want to nuke my sauce, my swag. They think so. Yada, 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 yada.
I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was a child, but I haven't felt hyperactive since I've been like an adult.
You don't look hyperactive either.
Just a normie. No, I said this in chat yesterday and all. I'm just a normie. I'm not regular. And they want to nuke my swag and sauce because of that.
That would be a good shirt. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's mental illness.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Merch idea. Thank you for coming in, Michelangelo. We're happy that you're happy.
Yes.
Have a good one, guys.
Never cut the content. Exactly.
And you have to put it backwards. It has to be backwards because I wrote it backwards.
Do you have anything to say, Hart, about the whole situation? Usually you come in with the good questions, the hard truths, and the... I was going to say something
I have
else.
2 things.
Yes.
I would like to say, Sweetie, you called me a bitch the other day about your makeup that I told you to do, and I see that you're still doing it 3 days after I told you.
Earlier today, I was thinking about saying that, and I was like, damn it, she was right. I'm going to use the this today.
Yeah, because it looks better. But like, I just want to say that I love Pup, and I will forever love Pup, and I think her crash out was great yesterday.
I love you. Thank you. One positive thing. Thank you.
What do you mean one? There were so many people saying positive things. Boom, boom, pow. Wow.
What do you mean one? There were so many people saying. Hi, Keem.
Hello.
Hello.
Just real quick, Beans, your volume is way louder than everyone else too.
Oh my god. Literally, it is.
Beans, what mic do you have? You just have the superior mic at this point.
I do have the superior mic, and it doesn't make any fucking sense. I think it's just the OBS.
You can barely hear anything that Pubstar's been saying like the whole time.
That's how it was yesterday.
Yeah, you need to get the mic closer to your mouth, Pubstar. And Beans, you have to figure this out because every episode it's the same issue. You're way louder than everyone else.
Está bien, yo voy a hacerlo. Yeah, it's literally, I think it's just the OBS.
I'm gonna use my Magic Mouse stand. This is my mic stand is the box that it came in. I'm gonna put this under it and raise it. Hopefully that's a bit better. And then we're just gonna keep stacking it. And I'm gonna keep tilting the camera angle so you can't see it stacked on boxes. Is this better?
Okay, Banana Slice, you are literally the biggest troll and I fucking love you because he says she just ignores whenever we tell her about the audio issues. No, I don't. I literally go into OBS itself and I fix it time and time again. Literally my OBS, negative 5.1, and then in the Discord itself, my input right now is 70.
Okay, someone said that's a lot better, Pup. I learned to not speak at the top, speak at like right here. So hopefully if I just project my voice a bit better.
Do you have the same mic as Buff?
I think
I do. Wait, also, Buff Weeb, if you're watching this, how do you change the color? I want to change the color to match my outfits.
You have to go, you have to install the HyperX stuff because I have the same mic but this other one. But there should also be something for that mic to where like you can make it like a podcast mic where it just goes right to your face instead of like everywhere around so you'll be able to hear you better.
I think it pops off and like
no, like it's a setting on your mic. Like I have a dial, but like if you go into the HyperX settings, it should be I forget what it's called.
Was I supposed to download software? I thought you just take out the box and plug it in.
No, you download software.
I have a MacBook, guys. Please. I'm a MacBook user.
I downloaded all the stuff from my mic, but I think it's my computer is why I can't use it.
It works with Mac.
Water on it. Like
I didn't drop water on it. I dropped water on like actual computer.
She cracked her side USB thing. You need to get one of these like USB ports to put into. You have a MacBook as well. I'll send you the link on Amazon. It's like $4 or $5 on Amazon, and you can like use actual USB ports.
I haven't got it ordered yet, but I found what it was. That's that guy that was on yesterday showed me what it was.
It's Amber. You want to make the meter peak? Okay. I don't know what that means.
No, because she's saying you need to make the meter peak at like yellow, and I'm like, it's in red. It's in red, and I'm at yellow, and we're still having problems. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out eventually. It's fine.
Yep. You'll get it done. We believe in you.
Still bring the content though. The other thing that we were supposed to talk about, a lot of people are telling you to watch Fat Camp. That's a very good gauge on like what the LCU is about. When you buy a product, they come with a manual from Gaga with the $1.99.
That's true. But I have no room to talk. I haven't got mine working either.
I'm texting Brantley. Don't mind me, y'all. It's about Batgirl.
Batgirl will be coming tomorrow.
Brantley, do you want to come in and give me some advice? We're about to close out from my...
Yeah, I'm going to dip out. You guys have a great rest of your show.
Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you. Love ya. We do have one more person.
Who's this?
Hi,
Free.
How are you?
What's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, Sweet Tea, you keep saying like the community didn't crash out on her. Oh, let me close out
What?
the stream. So, Sweet Tea keeps saying that the community didn't crash out on her like on Pupstar like they did on her. What do you mean by that, Sweet Tea?
I didn't say. What do you crash out on her? The community didn't crash out on her on Pupstar.
That's what you said. You said we didn't go hard on you, like we didn't go hard on Pupstar like we went hard on you.
Well, I didn't necessarily mean the community. I meant like when we were talking to her earlier, I was expecting her to be like, "Well, this is why I did it. I feel bad about it. You know, I didn't know those were the rules," and like really get into it. But the way she was handling it and it just got overlooked, I felt like was a lot different. I know I made it like mine was a little bit bigger than hers, but you know,
Well,
Okay,
we had
that's-
like lack accountability or something.
Mhm. Well, we've had
Either
a whole
way.
episode dedicated to it. I've listened to everyone's criticisms, constructive comments. I've engaged in it. I've immersed myself in it, and I've
You can
changed
only
my ways.
go
I'll be
go
changing
up
my
from
ways.
here.
Exactly. I'll be changing my ways. Starting
Yeah.
today. It's a new
Okay,
flower.
then I won't be the dead horse. Y'all have a good show.
Bye, man.
Thank you so much, Free. Is there anything else that you'd like to close out the show? We have 4 minutes left.
We didn't even get to go on the docket, did we?
Anything that's on the docket, we can pretty much move to the next day. Especially, well, not the questions about Batgirl. We were supposed to talk about Batgirl. We talked about the drama. We were supposed to talk about Foodie Beauty, which I think now that drama is kind of dead. We were supposed to talk about Tina asking chat for help with fired prank on Becky.
Can we do the cute squirrel getting scared by thunder and end on a positive note
We can do that. We can do that.
from Facebook?
I mean, I don't know why you find a squirrel getting scared cute. I think that's horrifying for the squirrel, but
Well, no, because the caption says "cute squirrel getting scared by thunder."
They're probably
So I
always
haven't seen
scared,
it.
living out in nature, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, it's a sad video.
No.
I wonder if she's like praying to her god or something.
Literally, me when I get picked in the
What?
LCU and I'm going. What?
She
Squirrel
said
God?
squirrel god.
Like thinking of like their squirrel god and like, oh my gosh, please save me. Like praying.
This is why you're put on dolls, because you can say some out of pocket shit. Do you think they go to
Little
Squirrel
squirrels might.
Church?
They might. You never know. I don't know what animals talk about.
Did you
I'm
know
sure.
that you can summon squirrels by doing this? I've stood outside and done this. It works for some reason. You just gotta like get the motion right and like look at them and just keep doing it. And then
They
like,
might get
when they start to do it-
hypnotized.
Yeah, and then they just start to come to you. It's kind of creepy. You have to do it for a long time sometimes, and like you look really stupid. But when people
Wow.
see you with the squirrels, it's worth it.
I took care of little squirrel babies that their mama left when I was a kid, and they looked like little beans, like little jelly beans.
I thought you were talking about me.
They're
I'm just like,
babies.
what are you talking about me for? Little beans?
They ended up growing up, and we gave them to the SPCA to do something with them.
Weirdest pet you would own, or like
Weirdest
what's your dream pet?
dream
Whatever.
pet?
Hedgehog.
A hedgehog. I used
I
to
would
want a
love to have a
hedgehog.
hedgehog.
My uncle had chinchillas, and my teacher had like ferrets.
You had a
and, like,
hedgehog?
No. I used it with a
Oh.
hedgehog. They're very cute. Their tummies are soft. I would have.
They
I wanna
float
live
in
this-
water on their backs, laying down, floating on the water. It's so cute.
No, when it comes to that, I would say like a Japanese desert rain frog. They're so cute with their little booties. That's like one of my favorite animals.
Specific
just-
answer.
Yeah, because if you ever saw it, their butts are so cute. They're little,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And they look so angry, but they're so adorable. It's like ugly cute. Maybe
They look
that's
like
my
a
type of men.
potato.
I'm just kidding.
Like a potato that hides in the ground.
On that note, y'all make sure y'all tune into Nerds with Mama Zay and Big Boy Buff. Big man Buff. Not boy, he's a whole ass man. Respect on his name. Yes.
We'll be here tomorrow doing it again.
Yes. And Batgirl will be on in a good area. And maybe we'll have like a fun makeup look, something crazy cool. I'll like bust out my James Charles palette that's expired. Oh yeah. Oh, you know, I can't ask for favors. I gotta.
Somebody said pull up a picture of that frog. We still have 1 minute left, so I'm pretty sure I can do this pretty Japanese.
They got such little fat butts.
Does anyone know of a good? I have the James Charles mini palette from like years ago, and I still use it. I'm running out. I didn't know that they discontinued it. If anyone knows a good palette exactly like that, all the colors I can use for contour, eyeshadow, lip liner, all of it, please let me know. That's not expensive.
Look at that shit.
Oh.
It's a frog. It's a frog. And not only that, but look at their little butts.
They're super rare.
Look at that booty. That's some Becky booty going
Oh,
on.
you're behind it. Oh my god, it's so squishy. I used to catch frogs in elementary, and they're like the little black frogs, like they're tiny little ones, and I would like put them in my pocket, and I would come home and I would put them on the dining table. My mom would get so mad. She'd have to check my pockets before I got in the car.
You get warts when you touch frogs.
I've never had a wart though.
Really?
Yes. Knock on wood. Whoa, knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Go over to Nerds. Thank you guys for tuning in, and bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.
We love you.